today I want to show you how I make tassels, so I hope you enjoy this video. So I'm going to make tassels and little pom-poms that I sometimes make for my cushions. So if you've already started making them, you can share with me your styles of making them as well, and yeah, let's just have fun with it. Yeah, so when I'm making pom-poms, what I use is this. And you can buy them in a packet and they come in different sizes. So these are the last two sizes. There's two sizes bigger than that, as you can see. Okay, so let's start with this pom-pom. So what you do is you open this section like that, because what happens is you've got this bit here and then you've got on the opposite side like that. So you open it like that and you open it on the opposite direction. So you can start with one side. You can decide how many rolls you would like to put, but it's nice, the thicker the better the pom-pom, so it will look really fluffy. Yeah, so for example, let's just start with this one. I'm going to put 4 rounds of this. So 1, 2, going up, and then 3, and then 4. Sorry about that. It's an ice cream van. So as you can see, it's quite thick. You can add maybe 2 extra, but sometimes you don't want to make it too thick that you cannot even, manipulate the little pom-pom. But yeah, the thicker it is, the more thicker the ball is. So I put 4, and what it is I do with mine is, because I want to end up on this side at the end of this one, so I can connect it. So I usually make sure I put the amount that I know I will end up at the end, so that I can come back here. So instead of having to end up on this side, so for me I prefer to end up here and then continue again with this. So for example with this, so you end up there, as you can see, and then you start again on that side. That's the first one. We are now round 2. Got this side now, this side full and that side, so the same amount. So it's good to put the same amount, or else one side is going to be bigger than the other. I mean, if it ends up like that, you can always trim it down, but you know, just to save you all that craziness, so it's best to put the same amount. After that, you cut it. I usually cut it from behind. So as you can see, I will cut it from behind. There you go. So now what I'll do next is I'll take another piece of yarn and put it through this spacing like that. Yep, and then I will tie it. Very tight, make sure it's tight, and then I like to go another round the other side, make sure it's tight enough. Now you can unravel it, so you just pull that out, you pull the other side out. So if you feel something is stuck at the end, it means the threads, there's some thread that hasn't been cut, so it's still stuck on the as a ring on these pieces of handles. Yeah, so once you have it like this, you just open it like that, it opens like that, and then you can put it back together. now you've got your pom-pom. Yarn everywhere, so as you can see. So it's usually almost perfect. You just got a little bit pieces there that you need to get rid of. So you can just shape it. Make sure your scissors are sharp, so it just makes things easier. And there you go. Nice cute little pom-pom there. So you can make them in different sizes. So this one I think is the 3rd size, and you've got also the smallest one there to make smaller pom-poms. So you can play around with the pom-pom and make different lovely cute little things with it. So next we're going to go for the tassels. So you can make the tassels in so many different ways. So I'm going to show you how I make mine. So you can either use your hands like this, usually if you're making many tassels, you want them all to be the same size, make sure you've got the same count, so that you don't have some which are bigger or smaller, and then whatever you're making doesn't look as nice. So I'll do, for example, for this, let's do 20, let's say. There you go. So I make sure where I started is where I end as well, so that when you're cutting, you've got them all ending on one side. So for example, I will tie it from here, from this top. But first, I want to put a thread through to hold everything together. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, and then I will tie this around it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can put whatever number you want. Then obviously you tie it. So now it's time to cut it. All you have to do is just make it even by cutting the ends, make it nice and neat, and there you go. You've got your pompom, well, your tassel. But because sometimes I make quite many of them, so since all my products are handmade, sometimes it will take such a long time to make quite a few number of them. So I just made myself these cardboards, and they come in different sizes. So some are for bigger tassels or smaller tassels. So this one is for my bigger tassels, and I will have a few number of them. And then I'm going to so now then what I'll do is I'm going to tie it round like that. Again, you put the same amount of rounds of the yarn so that every tassel is the same size. So for example, here, let's say I will put 30. As you can see, I've ended up where I started, so that it's just easier to cut them there. So then I will tie it inside, I will slot it inside the thread so that it stays while I do the rest. So I use this to pull up the thread. You can find this in any shops as well or online. Usually this is, I think it's called a crochet needle. It's usually for hair, so I'm sure you will find it in Amazon or eBay. So and then I will pull it out so that it stays in place. Then I'm going to do a second one. They're all done. You can organize it a bit better where you could have even an extra one there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can even have 6 in here actually. Yeah, and you can make it as thick as you want. And then what I'll do now is for each I'm going to tie in some thread. This makes everything so much easier. really quick, and then you just tie everything together at the top. I'm going to tie everything together and then I'll show you in a few seconds. So there you go, as you can see they're all tied. Just make sure it's as tight as possible as you can, so that it's nice and neat once you've created the whole tassel. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and cut at the end. So you're not going to cut this side, you're going to cut on the other end. Just put them on the side. This one, they look a little bit thicker because I used more rounds. So the other one was only 20, this one is 30. It really makes a difference. So you cut the ends. You'll find it's a little bit loose there, but don't worry. Once you finish the whole item, it will look much better. There you go. So now you've got to put something around to complete the whole tassel. So you can play around with the tassels by putting around a different type of yarn with different color, just to you can just have fun with it. Go ahead and tie the others, and then when you finish you're going to have quite a few number of them like this. Yeah, so fast forward to the last one, the last piece. tassels there ready. Yes, so for me this helps me to make more a little bit quicker, but as I go along I think I will find different ways to also make it even quicker than that, to hand make some tassels. Yes, so far. So let me know what you think of this. Yep. Let me know what you think of the tassels and the little pom-poms. Yep, and if you make your own as well, share with me your link and then I can come over to your channel and have a look at them as well. Thank you for watching. So please like and comment as well as share my video, and also please subscribe because it will really support my channel. See you in the next video.